Mike, thanks for sitting down with me today. I appreciate your time.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Mike, it's been a couple of years since we chatted. I think a couple of years ago we got together and you were able to share with us some of the new things going on at Winfield. You were launching, I think, a new low-lignin alfalfa.
Yes.
Some other exciting things going on at the organization. Can you give us a bit of an update on where we're at now?
Well, so you mentioned the low-lignin alfalfa product. We have gone through deregulation, so we'll be on the market selling it. The brand name for it will be called Harv Extra, and it's a low-lignin trait. It's a biotech knockout that actually knocks out the one of the steps in the formation of lignin, so the plant makes less lignin, which will give either an improvement in feed value of alfalfa 15%, or if the grower decides to leave the alfalfa to grow to a later stage, we can greatly, significantly increase his yield and have the same quality that he's had in the past. So it's a very, very compelling value proposition for the grower.
And how's it been received so far?
Oh, very, very well. Probably the most excited people have been the nutritionists who balance dairy rations, because digestible fiber is the most limiting factor to milk production, and here is a product that attacks that exact issue, and probably the fastest, quickest way to get more milk per cow in a cost-effective way that's come along. So in terms of new technology to the dairy farmer, this is a big deal.
Thanks. So what do we got on your plate now? What's exciting over for the cooperative?
Well, so we're at the American Seed Trade Association meeting here. Probably the most exciting thing to us continues to be what the effect of marker-assisted plant breeding has to do with high-end yield expression. And we've seen it so dramatically. I mean, just two quick data points. 2014. We had first good growing season since 2009, and we're going to smash the record yield by probably over 10 bushel. So that tells you how fast yield expression is going on. But probably what is even a more significant number to me is 2012, when it was extremely hot and dry, hottest, driest year ever, and we did 128 bushel. The second hottest, driest year ever was 1988, and we only did 83. So over a 50% improvement. And what's happened now is the high-end yield potential of the genetics has gotten ahead of the management level at which most growers are managing their crop. So the really big opportunity for Winfield right now is helping farmers recognize which fields or which parts in their fields they should be putting on incremental inputs, especially when they've been getting the favorable rainfall, to try to optimize that high-end yield potential of the genetics. But that's really I think that's the big place where agriculture is heading, and this whole piece about taking data back from the field during the growing season and identifying where incremental inputs is going to have an economic return for the grower.
Right. Which is a big task to undertake.
Huge, huge, absolutely. Oh, by the way, that particular thing, is still about maximizing, bushels per input, and that's the sustainability story as well. So this is not in conflict at all with the whole sustainability movement on the planet. It's really in congruence with it.
Right. Right. They match up.
And they match up, and it's a big, big deal. Given less than 2% of the people in agriculture, and how we need to be talking about what agriculture is doing, on a world basis.
Right. Agreed. Well said. Winfield recently announced a $20,000 commitment to students in the States, $21,000 scholarships for high school grads, first and second year university students are able to apply. Can you tell us, the name of the program, Careers in Agriculture Scholarship Program. I want to make sure I get it said right.
Right.
Great program. Congratulations on the initiative. Can you tell us a little bit about why that's so important to your organization?
Yeah, it's really a big deal, and it's just one of the initiatives that we have in the space here. But I mean, it's all about people. I was just talking about technology, and as we've seen revenue per acre, go up from $250 an acre for an acre of corn to $750, a lot of incremental wealth has been created. And where a lot of that wealth has gone has been into increased research programs. So today, these research programs are putting out a plethora of new technologies. What's limiting is people. I mean, there's a lot more capability today than there is ability. And this gap in ability, you know, it's about getting college students excited about agriculture, and you want it's not your dad's agriculture. This is about technology and the application of technology to feeding the world's people and trying to get young people excited, because we need to get them excited because, again, there's more capability than ability. We need more smart young people getting into agriculture, and at Winfield, it's our most limiting factor. And we have a whole group of programs around trying to, again, get younger people excited about careers in agriculture.
Right, which is a great, I mean, the word I heard recently used in describing agriculture by some young folks was, agriculture's a lot sexier than I thought it was.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that the excitement is palpable.
Yeah, well,
you really are getting it.
I mean, it is a big deal. And this generation has a much higher desire to do something for society. I mean, they're looking for a higher cause, and certainly feeding the planet in a sustainable way, and that, you know, again, that means utilizing these new high-yielding genetics and new technologies that enable those yields to be optimized. I mean, it fits into current culture.
Right. Absolutely. When we spoke a little while back, you were just kind of going through a rebranding phase as Vice President of Marketing. Now you're COO. Can you give us a little bit of an update? Where's that at? How did that go? Any insights as to where not to step in the rebranding or updated branding minefield?
Yeah, so we're really excited about building Winfield brand. And, you know, we're the cooperative, you know, the farmers own us. So we have more of a fiduciary responsibility to do what's right for our growers than companies that are stock traded, right? Yeah. So, you know, one of the big investments that we've made is our answer plots. You know, we have 200 locations across the United States. We're doing over 1.2 million small plots of research. You know, our statistics are incredible. I mean, it's a brute force program where we just have so many locations and so many plots. But the main piece there is about validating the value proposition of these new technologies as they come to the marketplace. And when we're able to take a new technology through our answer plot, validate what that value proposition is, and if that value proposition is good for our grower owners, then we put the Buy Winfield tagging on it, and that endorsement branding then means that that product has gone through the Winfield answer plot protocols, which is really about validating the claims, you know, setting the burden of proof for the claims that people make on new products as they come to the marketplace. It's about validating those claims that they're making.
Got it. Which is exactly what they're looking for, is third-person validation of the claims.
Right. You know, and in the past, that used to be done by the Extension Service. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, they don't have the kind of funding that is able to execute such a mission and vision. But you know, at Winfield, we feel that that's a really important part. The Land O'Lakes board, in terms of their approving capitals to enable us to do that, they are extremely supportive of that vision and mission. Right.
I want to just capture, before we started our interview today, I was telling you how great it was to work with people in the seed industry, and you threw out a little line that I thought was pretty dynamite. Can I get you to share it again? What was the?
Yeah, well, you know, so the people in agriculture, we all have a passion for the business, and I really believe that. And you know, when you think of passion and quality of life, you know, I don't know if that passion adds years to your life, but it certainly adds life to your years. And all of us in agriculture certainly enjoy the challenges that feeding the world's population bring us. It's a fun and rewarding career.
Well said, sir. Thanks again for sitting down with me. I appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate having the opportunity. Anytime.